Chicago police officers stormed into Anjanette Young's home on February 22, 2019, attempting to execute a search warrant. But records show the officers had the wrong home.
Hey people, welcome to another edition of Let's Talk About It. I'm Short Trini as usual, and as you can tell by the different intro, this is not going to be a normal episode of Let's Talk About It. On the night of February 19th, 2019, a woman by the name of Anjanette Young had just come home from work, where she's a social worker. And as she's changing her clothes, she hears this commotion outside, and then a boom. As it turns out, 9 police officers invaded her home, knocked down her door, looking for drugs. Apparently, they had gotten a tip that a drug dealer was selling drugs in our house. Miss Young was handcuffed and only given a towel to cover her nude body. While handcuffed, she kept asking, "What did I do? What did I do? What's going on?" Police said that, we've gotten a tip that drugs are being sold in your apartment. We want to know what the drugs are. Anjanette said there was no drugs in this apartment. She's never been in trouble before. She's a social worker. And she was hysterical, as most of us would be. As it turns out, the person who they got the tip from, the informant, gave them bogus information. And the person who they were supposed to be after lived at another location. You know what the funny thing was? The funny thing is that that person that they were looking for was home, under house arrest, wearing an ankle bracelet. Now let that sink in for a minute. They're looking for someone, break down somebody else's door who had nothing to do with it, and the original person that they are looking for is sitting at home with an ankle bracelet, an ankle monitor. Not long after that incident, the police determined that the warrant was bogus. So, and they tried to keep the video of the incident, the body cam footage. They tried to keep it from the public. But the victim, Anjanette, managed to get that video shown. I have to admit, what you just saw of that video was disturbing enough, and that's only a snippet. The video goes on for quite some time, and that's really, really hard to watch. But I suggest all of you do watch it. Mayor Lori Lightfoot, Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot, issued an apology to Anjanette, and it's a little bit too little too late. At first, Mayor Lightfoot said that she didn't see the footage because it happened before she took office. Then she said she was told about the footage. So, according to Miss Anjanette Young, she kind of said, Mayor Lightfoot, you can keep your apology. It's a little too late. The cops that invaded her home, I believe only 2 of them have been reprimanded, both being on modified desk duty. Now, keep in mind, those are 9 police officers. 9 take away 2, that's how much? You do the math. One of the lawyers in this case resigned. I guess he didn't want any part of it, because he himself knows that this case stinks to high heaven. My question to you guys today is, what do we do about it? How do we stop these home invasions, these botched home invasions, these wrong home invasions? How do we stop the killing of our black and brown people? And not even the killing of our black and brown people, but also the mental aspect of it, because Anjanette is going to be scarred for life. Imagine that you're at home, changing your clothes, and all of a sudden your door breaks down and the cops come, guns blazing, asking where the drugs are, and you're like, what? That would frighten anybody. Let's not forget the incident that occurred with Botham John, I believe, a couple years ago, where that cop thought it was her apartment, and she thought that Botham was an invader, an intruder. It turns out that it was his apartment, and she was in the wrong apartment, and now he's dead. When is this all going to stop? What are we going to do? I wish I had the answer. I have a suggestion. Now, I think that the way you hit these police officers is in their pocket, in their wallet. I suggest that we take out insurance policies on these officers, with the stipulation that if you commit a crime with a gun or via false or wrong information, and someone dies because of it, you, the police officer, should lose your job because you violated one of the stipulations of that policy, using your gun wrongfully. I also believe that your salary as a police officer should go toward money for the family that has suffered because of your negligence. Let me see if I could explain it to you like this. A cab driver cannot drive without a license. A cop should not be able to be on the job without knowing what to do in certain situations, without some kind of accountability. The vetting process for police officers needs to be much better than it is now. One of my friends and I have this argument all the time. I think part of it is training. She believes that the majority of it is due to race. And while I agree, I do think some of these officers need to be trained. My cousin in the UK, one of my producers of Let's Talk About It, he and I were talking, and he says that in England you don't have this much crime because the police officers are trained more than they are here. As a matter of fact, they are trained to use your gun as a last resort. And their crime rate is a lot lower than it is here. But anyway, I want your thoughts on the video you just saw. I want your thoughts on that home invasion. I want your thoughts on what we can do as people to make this better. Because I'm tired. I'm tired of our black and brown people getting killed, due to the fact that some police officers think it's the OK corral out here. Maybe this new administration will help out. I hope so. But anyhow, that's my time. To all my new subscribers, welcome. To all my talkers, welcome. I thank you for your support. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. And I will catch you on the next video. And by the way, happy holidays to you guys. Peace.